Dear Pixie, you asked us, is it true that when a spirit first passes over, they cannot come forward and speak to us because they need a period of a few days to examine their earth life and fully integrate? There is certainly truth within this, yes, but it needs further explanation to be fully processed by your human brain. There are many levels to the astral realms and higher dimensions and the consciousness that exists there. When a person passes over, on one level, from the perspective that we have from sixth density, that individual becomes instantly part of the oneness of all and everything. Everything is remembered and processed and integrated immediately. It is therefore entirely possible that the individualization of the consciousness that was the incarnation can come through and present to a sensitive human soul still in incarnation. This is a rare occurrence from your perspective, however, because of your human connection to the linear time frame and the consciousness that remains in the astral after passing. When a soul passes, on one level from your perspective, and the perspective of the individualized consciousness structures within the denser astral frequencies closer to your dimension, the consciousness of that soul remains in linear time consciousness, unless that soul was well researched in the higher dimensional truth during incarnation. The individual will continue to think, as it were, with the same belief structure that individual was part of when he or she was physical. From this level, the individual goes through several stages of processing or integration and is usually not able to connect to anyone on the earth level for communication for a while. However, even within this level of understanding, there are exceptions. Most souls who have not had an awareness of spirit, energy or higher frequencies will aim to contact a family member and are unable to make a connection due to the lack of knowledge from both the past soul and the remaining family member in incarnation. However, it may be that someone the past soul knew during his or her incarnation has the sensitivity to open that communicative channel. Therefore, the soul that has passed prior to this processing taking place is able to communicate, sometimes before passing, during passing, and immediately after passing. Communication of this kind takes place within the incarnated living souls on the third dimension, in waking, meditation, prayer, during creativity, and especially within dream time. There are no limits and no boundaries, even whilst there are certain processes and procedures that usually take place. All these procedures take place within a no limits, no boundaries consciousness. Therefore, you can see that your question contains truth. In order to answer truthfully from the level your question was presented, we would answer yes, it is true. Yet our answer of yes also comes from the no limits, no boundaries consciousness, and perhaps the incarnated soul, awakening to discovery and knowledge and learning, will realize that a yes or no answer cannot suffice when searching for truth. Therefore, if a soul presents to you or to anyone else almost immediately after passing, use discernment and find that resonating frequency within that shall give you your inner yes or no answer that you are looking for, whilst always being aware that that also comes to you within the no limits, no boundaries consciousness. We are the white-winged collective consciousness of 9.